What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/TalesOfNeckbeards. This story's called, I have dark hair, so why won't you date me? Hiya, everybody. This is the story of a neckbeard I met at work. I was gonna post this in entitled Parents, but their son did a lot more than they did. I'm a cosplayer, so I have a few neckbeard stories, but this was the first one I had outside of cosplay. I'm a 20-year-old bartender, who at the moment is in love with Star Wars, mainly Kylo Ren, you may judge me. I have recently bought myself a Kylo Ren hoodie and wore it over to work. It's cold and the hoodie is big and warm. I walked in, greeted my manager for the evening, and was about to get changed into my uniform when I heard a voice behind me. This is the neckbeard. Now, him and his family come in often, and he always stayed really quiet. He was on the more overweight side of the scale and had dark, close to black, greasy hair and the neckbeard to match. Here's the cast. Neckbeard. Entitled Mom. Coworker. Me.
Oh, you like Star Wars? What's your favorite episode out of the series?
Now, this doesn't seem out of the ordinary to me. I get a lot of people at the bar who happily strike up conversation. Now, I have been watching the movies. I'm not that far in and only know the new ones better at the moment. Oh, I really like The Force Awakens. It was great and interesting to—
Why on earth would you watch the new ones? The old ones are so much better and have so much more class.
Oh, well, I've only just started watching the old ones. I only know the new ones at the moment.
But why? I mean, you can't watch Star Wars unless it's the classic. The new ones are crap.
Oh, that's too bad. I really like the new ones. Kylo is my favorite character.
Why? Because he's a bad guy who treats women like trash? Oh, you girls are the same. Only wanting the bad boys.
Now, I will admit, I do love the bad guys in movies. Mainly those with dark hair. Loki, Jeff the Killer, Dobby from My Hero Academia, Kylo, etc. Okay, just a regular old Tumblr girl here. But I would never go out with people who treat me like trash. I do have a type. Tall and dark hair boys do catch my eye, but crappy personality is a no. I begin to make my way to the changing room so I can get to work. My manager took Neckbeard's drink order and took him and his family to a table. Now this is where I find out I messed up. When Neckbeard heard me say tall and dark hair, he thought I was flirting with him. I'm not really into dating anyone at the moment and didn't realize what I said could have been taken out of context. I get changed, head back to the bar, and begin to make drinks and clean tables if I have nothing else to do. It was a quiet night, and I had finished most of my closing jobs by 8:30. We closed at 11. Neckbeard and his family had just ordered their food and made another drink order. I made their drinks and took them over. I placed them down onto the table and asked if there was anything else people wanted. Mistake number 2. Yes, there is something else. Oh, what else would you like?
You seem like a nice girl. Very pretty. Except for your short hair.
I have short dark hair.
You would make for a great girlfriend for my son.
I was taken aback by this and didn't really know what to say. Luckily, their starters came out fast and I'd made my getaway. I began to wipe down the bar tables, trying to stay away from the family and just sing along with the music we play at work. Neckbeard came over to the bar and I had no choice but to go over and make his drink. Can I help you at all, sir?
Now, my lady. There is no need for such formalities. I just wanted to come over and talk to you more about Star Wars.
I shouldn't have done this. My final mistake. I was happy to talk about it and said sure. I didn't have anything else to do.
So, why do you like Kylo Ren? I mean, he's a jerk who hurt Rey and he's part of the dark side.
I don't know why, but I just really like him. It seems bad, but I like movie villains, mainly those with dark hair. My friends take the piss out of me for it.
But why? Villains will only break your heart and they harm beautiful ladies. I mean, what would you do if you met a dark-haired hero?
Well, what are they like? Are they funny, mysterious, or caring?
Doesn't matter. They have dark hair, and you said you like guys with dark hair.
I do. It's just a preference. I would still like someone with light hair or colored hair, but I just really like dark hair. We all have preferences. This is where his true neckbeard self came to light.
That's true. My girlfriend will be
like you was gonna get this type of girl, not preferring this type.
Slender, long hair, big tits for me to touch, and a massive ass for me to squeeze. She'll know how to cook and clean and only want me and nobody else. Someone like Lucy from Fairy Tail or Hinata from Naruto.
I was getting uncomfortable at this after he was done. I realized I ran into a true neckbeard. I tried my best to get away from the conversation, but nothing worked. I need to make a drink. He would still talk to me. I need to clean up. He would wait and then carry on what he was saying. After some time, I went to the kitchen and stayed in there in hopes he would get bored and leave the bar. Nope. I came back after 10 minutes and there he is, this time with his mother.
Oh, there you are. I thought you left without saying goodbye.
Sorry, I was working.
You know, if you date my son, you won't have to work again. He could look after you and make sure you live in luxury.
I'm really sorry, but I'm not that interested.
And why not? He would make a perfect boyfriend, and he's your type. Tall and dark hair.
I mentally smack myself for saying that and try not to seem rude. I'm really sorry, but I'm just not interested. No, I'm really sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Why aren't you interested? I have dark hair, so why won't you date me? Is it because I'm not a 6'6" Chad who lifts some metal and treats you like trash? Is that what you want?
I was slowly getting angry and doing my best to stay calm. I explained I have work to do and left to help the waiters and waitresses with their closing jobs. It was now close to 10 and I thought we could go home early if we finish up as fast as we could, but we couldn't because of Neckbeard and his family. We can only start asking people to leave at 11:20. One of my coworkers from the kitchen decided to help out so that we could go home as soon as Neckbeard's table left. Hey, OP, you seemed annoyed earlier. What happened? I explained what happened and told coworker that it just pissed me off a little bit. Coworker understood and decided that he would clean up the areas near Neckbeard and I could do the areas as far away as possible. Entitled mother didn't like the fact I rejected her son and came over to me and demanded to know why I wouldn't date him.
My son is your type. Just date him and you can have whatever you want. Sure, you might need to change a few things. Grow your hair, maybe some plastic surgery.
No offense, but no, I don't want to date your son and I'm happy with the way I look. Yes, I like tall and dark-haired, but I just don't want to date him. And then it hits me, a plan that I have only ever had to use once since working here. And besides, my girlfriend would be hella pissed at me.
Girlfriends? But you're a girl yourself. You can't have children with a girl.
I know, but I really love her. So I'm sorry, but I will not be dating your son. She ended up walking away in a huff and demanded her family to get up so they could leave. Neckbeard looked annoyed and demanded that they stay.
She just needs a man to change her mind. Don't worry, I just need to show my lady that she needs a true man in her life.
I was about to flip. My knight in shining armor came in the form of a lanky member of the kitchen. Hey, can you please not talk about my colleague that way? She isn't interested. No, I left after that. I didn't want to stick around and get more angry, but what I heard from people who stuck around, my manager came, told coworker off for being rude to customers, and told Neckbeard and his family to leave for being disrespectful to his employees. They left and my manager sent me home once I was done cleaning. Imagine being so deprived of female interaction that you think someone making conversation with you is flirty. Goodness, people need to realize that not everyone is completely comfortable with flirting at their workplace, and that's assuming that they would be interested. And, well, she obviously wasn't. The Tale of Sweatbeard. This is my first post to Reddit, but not my first Neckbeard run-in. It is the most interesting, however. There's one thing you should know. I train for circus, mostly flying trapeze, other aerial apparatuses, and bang queen. So I do a lot of grueling exercises that people just beginning to work out would find challenging. I follow Cirque du Soleil workout videos sometimes, which always have a disclaimer to talk to a physician before starting one of those workouts. But who cares about disclaimers? Also, during my workouts, I love to listen to Reddit videos, which prompted me to post this story. Usually, I go to a regular chain gym to keep up with working out when I don't have time to go to the circus gym. That's an hour away and that you usually have to book. So I go to the regular gym this one day like any other to begin my workout. It's arm day, so I'm doing pull-ups on the bar where I can see into the other room of the gym. From the other room, I see him. Enter Sweatbeard. He's walking slowly on a treadmill, staring very intensely at me, which made time feel like it was going in slow motion. I really paid no attention to it at first. I thought he was staring into space as one usually does, but I later figured out that may have not been the case. After my workouts, I work on flexibility and contortion, which I get a lot of odd looks for, but I really don't care. I set up my yoga mat to the far end of the room so I'm not blocking anyone or anything, and I can be left alone to concentrate. In the midst of my flexibility workouts, I'm in a bridge-like position and I assume my shirt is slightly exposing my midriff, because next I feel someone poke my belly button, which instantly makes me collapse from the bridge. I legit almost kicked the bastard when I rolled over, and I look up to meet the neckbeard. He is a complete neckbeard. Stinky, sweat-stained anime shirt, greasy hair, stubble that didn't grow north of his chin, and concerningly large. The whole 9 yards. No fedora though. He was the most perfect neckbeard I've ever seen. Not once have I ever had someone touch me while I was contorted, let alone talk to me. It really scared me bad. When I regained composure, I scolded him to never touch me or others, especially while in a vulnerable position. I don't care if you're attractive or not. Do not ever touch people when they have not consented to it. He mumbled a little, "Sorry," and then proceeded to ask what my workout routine is. I could talk about my workout routine all day, but this guy really creeped me out by touching me, and I also remembered when he was staring intensely at me. To get out of this situation, I told him I could not disclose what my workout was because you have to be approved by a physician to start it. Hypocritical of me, but he gave me the creeps and I wanted to be left alone. This didn't stop the sweatbeard though, as he told me he could handle my workouts and even do my workout better than me because I was a small and fragile lady. Okay, I may be 5 foot, but I'm definitely not fragile. I fling myself off a 15-foot deck and people have to toss me around every other day. Anyway, I explained why I didn't want to give him my workout routine, and he kept low-key insulting and complimenting me because I was a fragile lady. I was actually concerned about giving him my exercise routine because he was a very big guy who could easily hurt himself doing the workout. I thought for a moment while arguing with him to give him the most back-breaking, excruciating cardio exercise he'll ever do in his lifetime to get him to step right off back to his neckbeard nest for the rest of his life. But I couldn't bring myself to do that. If he got hurt or suffered a heart attack, his blood would be on my hands. This is a very anticlimactic ending, but after suffering through 10 minutes of telling this guy no and leave me alone, I decided to just up and leave. Sweatbeard tried to follow me out, but I pulled aside a worker at the gym who knew and trusted me because I was a regular. I told him that the Sweatbeard was harassing me right in front of the Sweatbeard who was begging me not to leave, or if I do, I should give him my phone number so we could be gym buddies. I told the worker about the unconsented touching, which he could confirm from the security tapes. He told Sweatbeard to leave as soon as I was escorted to my car by 2 other workers and had driven away. I haven't gone to that gym in about 2 weeks since then. Now I work out mostly from home, but go to the circus gym slightly more often. It is more expensive, but it's definitely worth the money, especially since everyone there is a professional and tight-knit like a family. I told all my friends at the circus gym this story, and we had a good laugh about it. I hope you all did too. I have plenty of more neckbeard stories, and even a rare legbeard story from high school. Goodbye for now! It's funny because a lot of the people that I see on the internet, because I have an iFunny account, and holy crap, that place is full of incels. But basically they're like, oh, why do women want their own gym? That's like, oh, it's not equality. But dude, it's because of people like this. Alright, people don't want to be harassed at the gym, no matter if you're attractive or not. Goodness gracious. Who the hell pokes someone like that? Today I fudged up by continuously making a customer angry when delivering them pizza. I used to deliver pizza. It was actually the most fun job I've ever had. I'm usually really good with people, but I delivered pizza to a house like I have done a million times. As I walk up to the door, all I can smell is pot and hear loud music. I figured it was a party. I knock and there was no answer. I knock louder. This massive dude with hair down to his ass answers and yells at me for knocking too loud. I apologized and went on my way. Next weekend, I see the same address come up, but Unit B. It was a fourplex type thing. I walk down the concrete steps to Unit B and knock on the door. This tall, bald dude answers. I ask him if he knows the guy upstairs and told him the butthole upstairs yelled at me for knocking too loud. He looks at me puzzled and says, no, that was me. I bought this fourplex. The dude shaved his head from hair to his ass to bald. I didn't recognize him at all. I instantly died on the inside. I apologized and went on my way. Next weekend, same address. Remember those concrete steps I mentioned? When I walked down them, the loop on my pizza bag got hooked on his mailbox that was hung on the fence. It ripped the mailbox clean off the fence and flung it down the stairs. It actually bounced off his door when it landed. He opened the door to see me looking like a deer in headlights, frantically pointing at his mailbox, which was bent and twisted now, and trying to explain that I really didn't mean to do it. I got the frick out as quick as I could. Next weekend, oh no, same address. I delivered his pizza successfully this time. After he paid, I nervously said, "Hey, I didn't even insult you or wreck your property this time." He laughed and said, "Good job," and handed me a $5 tip. That was the last time I ever saw that dude. You know what? That's a funny little story. This guy actually handled it pretty well by laughing at himself, because I find if you're in an awkward situation because of something you did, it really helps to laugh about it, because it shows the other person that you're comfortable with it being discussed and that you realize it was a mess up, and, you know, everyone's more comfortable because it clears the air and, you know, everyone's happy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.